Macron administration is one to be discussed in decades because he was in the century the most important president in the French Republic. And I'm not saying the best, okay? He became famous after being the Minister of Economy in France in François Hollande's government. Hollande finished his government in a popular way, and Macron used this wave to be the candidate. In Hollande's government, he created labor and business laws known as Macron laws, liberalizing the economy and helping business in France, especially businessmen. He created his own policy called En Marche, now Renaissance, a centrist policy that would be the major force against the radical left and the right extremists in France. And this was a good strategy in his first mandate because he won the 2017 major elections with a good advantage against Marine Le Pen and started his government with huge reforms, especially economic ones. As for you who don't know, he was a banker before being a politician, so representing his past, his reforms were not popular and extremely liberal, like the labor reform which was passed through the controversial Article 49.3. Macron never had a really popular government in France, but his weapon to win the elections was always the right-wing extremists, that he was the only force that could win against the Le Pen family. And this works again in 2022 elections, but this time the result was tight compared to the 2017 big win of Macron. The second government of Macron was not good. It was not popular and his legacy is now being questioned. Yes, he could control the inflation post-pandemic and the French economy had a good small growth, but his reforms and taxes were seen as terrible for the French people. In 2022, for example, the Prime Minister at the time, Elisabeth Borne, used 23 times the Article 49.3 just because Macron policies were not popular. Diesel taxes, reform on the pension laws that are almost sacred to French people, and his own concern on the Ukrainian war, migration laws that weren't popular neither on both left and right sides, crime rates high in big cities like Paris and Marseille, were flaws that in consequence brought more power to the ultra-right.